peep me getting busy breaking bad, effortlessly ripping the shit over stabs. Razors are razor sharp, you don't get slashed on your cerebral cortex. I leave a gash that you never forget. I leave alone in the past, ripping the set at any fucking sound clash. Rocking the party, we arrive at long last. Repeatedly flowing, whether it's seated or standing room. Only got all the tenderonies to shaking that ass, inspiring them to the microphone pass. You like Moses and clear the path quick fast. Ruin the hopeless, I'm never losing my focus. I'm out to prove I'm the dopest, and I could do it like that. Putting it all out on every fucking track. I shoot for the future, but I'm going way back. I put it in your eye, put it in your mouth, put it in your brain like my joint was cracked. Feel the hit coming, just brace for impact. Like you was tied to a railroad track. But ain't gonna be no running when I'm putting down the smack. Showing the whack, what's lacking in this rapping. In fact, I get to capping them quantum, get to attacking them quarreling. We attacking them shorts, they get to crapping them spots. They get to crackling after that. We throwing them rhymes like cans and vicious attempts at jaw cracking with jabs. Don't respond, don't want none. Hold your temper, bite your tongue. Shining sun, burn like sun rays. Stick up for days, blast the haze. Don't respond, don't want none. Don't wanna test where the spire's from. Shining sun, burn like sun rays. Stick up for days, blast the haze. That's the haze. Words crush, roll on the scene like an ill bum rush. Foolish Latif and the chief, now what? Don't jump bad or you will get smashed by the bass and the crash. Steady kicking that butt. Act like you know, don't play idiot. Every show is straight blazing it up. Utilizing this microphone as a fire hose that spits flames instead it blows and thrusts. Bust like a cannon when the mic is touched. Rough like the surface of a bristle brush. Plus got the smooth linguistics that'll get your girl caught up in a sticky situation. Stuck, blushing but still won't stop her shaking that butt. Such a shame she got to giving that up. But such is the game of love. Still gotta love it when you're playing, cause the playing is good. I get it crunk, 100% skills, no motherfucking luck. I represent real without passing a buck. All of the above over cheap excels. Lush production with function and funk deluxe. And you should never try to compete with the force of rough, because the offense and not defense is so dangerous. We gonna stop you abrupt, take everything that we touch. Rubbing that pride that you clutch, gaffling your poppers and such. Your chin strap buckle up, because the timing is tough. Your whole crew will get cut, clean out your locker at lunch. We hit the suckers with bunches of power punches and hooks. We leave them lumpy, they can't even see which exit we took. Don't respond, don't want none. Hold your temper, bite your tongue. Shining sun, burn like sun rays. Stick up for days, blast the haze. Don't respond, don't want none. Don't wanna test where the spire's from. Shining sun, burn like sun rays. Stick up for days, blast the haze. Blast the haze.
Well, yes, Mama, you want to do what's right, and I want you to. I want you to be a man. So you be a man right now.
Saddled with an ego in it. Half of the problems in the world wouldn't exist. But that side of the persona wanting drama's a trickster, forcing us to have to deal with it. And if power and greed didn't tempt it, maybe our leaders would be positive and productive, instead of conniving, deceitful and corrupted. Caught up by the love of dollars, so seductive. And if government wasn't a mesh with big business, lifting its status and stretching its limits, having forsaken religion and educating the children, maybe society wouldn't be so sick. But if we keep on living on hatred, if we keep on building this matrix, if we stay this course and don't change it, then the path to self-destruction we're paving with. If it wasn't for this, if it wasn't for that, it could be a better world. If it wasn't for this, had in store that election. He and his brother, the governor, gaffle in Florida, cooled. And once again, letting oil and big business rule. Maybe the Middle East could be more peaceful. And if Billy Clinton hadn't been pimping, misleading the nation as to what it was that he called true. Maybe the Bush's attempt at covering eyes with wool isn't as successful in America. Don't play the fool. If the 9/11 tragedy doesn't occur and Bin Laden doesn't give him reason for going to war in Afghanistan, maybe the troops stay on the shore. But see, still, Bin Laden's not an Iraqi. So I'll keep asking while they keep taxing the Bushes in the desert. Why the only ones laughing are all of his buddies cashing in on the transaction, while the American economy keeps collapsing now. The world is in an uproar, yeah. Countries are just talking about war. Children are starving. They don't even know what for. If it wasn't for this, if it wasn't for that, could be a better world. Yeah. If it wasn't for this, if it wasn't for that, could be a better world. Yeah. It's a military state, police society that we want to create. So far I'll say sarcastically, we're doing great. Got war and prisons, guns, racism and rape. But if we want something different for ourselves, equal opportunity, education, health, Medicare, entrepreneurs, a sharing of the wealth, investing in communities in need of the help. See, if we decide as a people as a whole to shift from destruction to creation as our goal, and if we can take the time to build a new mold that we can pass down to the children to hold, the if can be a positive future rendition, the if can be world war, death and extinction, the if is a choice, so proceed with caution. Which if will you pick? It's your option. If you choose. If it wasn't for this, if it wasn't for that, could be a better world. If it wasn't for this, if it wasn't for that, could be a better world. If it wasn't for this, if it wasn't for that, it could be a better world.
Go ahead and represent that, you know. I mean, I know I'm not the only person who just bugged out when they heard 75 billion was getting passed right now in a week for this war and an emergency effort. And, you know, how many teachers is that employed over this entire country? It's like a mockery of the system, you know. We can push things through in a week like that, you know. For this, why can't we do it for things that really matter and are important for the people in this country? So, alright, and then Chief Excel, you know, one thing that I think made the anti-war movement so successful in the 60s was because it had a soundtrack.